In the annals of football history, few clubs can rival the prestige and overall success of the mighty Real Madrid. Across eras, they've maintained their stature as giants, commanding respect from their most formidable opponents, locally in Spain as well as across Europe. Since their inception, they have amassed a staggering 35 domestic titles, 20 Copa del Reys, and 14 Champions League Cups. However, in the early 2000s, the club faced a significant decline. To address their issues, Real Madrid embarked on an ambitious project. Assembling what could be deemed the most star-studded football squad ever, they invested the equivalent of over €1 billion in their starting 11 alone. Insane. This iconic team, who became known as Los Galacticos, promised much, but looking back nearly 2 decades later, was ultimately a massive disappointment. The question remains, how and why did this high-profile squad, despite its immense talent, become such a colossal letdown? First of all, let's take a quick look at Los Galacticos. The term Galactico comes from Spanish. In a football sense, it refers to superstars or players with exceptional abilities, who are often regarded as out of this world. These players are not only super talented, but famous worldwide, and typically command hefty transfer fees and gigantic salaries. The concept of Los Galacticos was popularized during Florentino Perez's first term as president of Real Madrid in the 2000s, where the club aggressively pursued a recruitment policy focused on signing high-profile players. It's worth noting that the idea of assembling a team of superstars predates Perez's presidency and is not unique to Real Madrid. Other teams, like Johan Cruyff's Barcelona side from 1988 to 1996, often featured their own version of Galacticos. For instance, Barcelona's dream team boasted players like Romario, Michael Laudrup, and Risto Stoichkov. Additionally, in the 50s and 60s, Real Madrid had its own Galacticos, including legendary players such as club legend Alfredo Di Stefano, Ferenc Puskás, and Raymond Kopa. This term encapsulates the notion of assembling star-studded teams with the aim of achieving footballing greatness. Real Madrid's first Galactico era. During the 1990s, Real Madrid often found themselves playing second fiddle to Barcelona in La Liga. Barcelona's formidable teams, including Johan Cruyff's dream team and later Louis van Gaal's notable side, dominated Spanish domestic football. Although Real Madrid did manage to break a 3-decade-long European Cup drought by winning the Champions League in 1998 and repeating the feat in 2000, the club was in need of a transformation as the new millennium approached. Enter Florentino Perez. He pledged to revamp the renowned club, with one of his key promises being the annual recruitment of the world's top players to the Santiago Bernabéu. The first major Galactico signing under Perez's leadership was Luis Figo, who joined Real Madrid in the summer of 2000 from arch-rivals Barcelona in a then record transfer deal worth 10 million pesetas, or £37.2 million. Figo's arrival signaled Real Madrid's bold ambition, and they promptly secured their first La Liga title in 4 years during that very season. This move set the stage for the Galacticos era, characterized by the high-profile superstar signings. In the subsequent season, Real Madrid continued their aggressive pursuit of top-tier talent by securing the services of Zinedine Zidane from Juventus, setting yet another world record transfer fee of 150 billion lire, equivalent to 12.8 billion pesetas or 77.5 million euros. For our American friends, this would be nearly 83 million US dollars. Zidane's arrival was followed by Real Madrid clinching their 9th Champions League title that season, with the French star playing a pivotal role by scoring a memorable match-winning goal in the final against Bayer Leverkusen. Zizou, an already world and European champion with the French national team prior, was followed by another globally renowned champion the following season. Brazil's iconic striker Ronaldo made a move to Real Madrid from Inter Milan for a transfer fee of 46 million euros. Ronaldo, often referred to as O Fenomeno, made an immediate impact by scoring 23 goals in his debut season for Los Blancos, contributing significantly to their 29th Liga title victory. This period marked a phase of acquiring football legends, further reinforcing Real Madrid's Galacticos notoriety. In 2003, Following the signing of Ronaldo, English icon David Beckham joined Real Madrid from Manchester United. While Beckham may not have possessed the same level of talent as Figo, Zidane, or Ronaldo, he brought immense commercial appeal and global recognition to the club. Real Madrid's president, Florentino Perez, acknowledged Beckham's modern-day stardom and emphasized that his signing was based on both his footballing skills and his dedication as a professional athlete. Following Beckham, another Englishman, striker Michael Owen, made his way to the Bernabeu from Liverpool in 2005. However, it became apparent that the Galactico policy began to lose its luster during the mid-2000s. In 2005, Robinho and Sergio Ramos joined the ranks, marking perhaps the final additions to the original group of Galacticos, as Perez resigned from his position the following season. As the years passed, the term Galacticos evolved to encompass the entire Real Madrid team during the 2000s. It was not limited to high-profile signings made under Perez's leadership, but also extended to include earlier acquisitions like Roberto Carlos and Steve McManaman, as well as homegrown talents like Raul and Guti, who were occasionally associated with the Galacticos label. Real Madrid's second Galactico era. The second Galactico era began in 2009, with Florentino Perez's return as the president of Los Blancos. This resurgence was prompted by a period of declining performance at the Bernabeu. During the 2008-09 season, Barcelona, led by Pep Guardiola, achieved a remarkable treble and gained recognition for their attractive style of play known as tiki-taka. Barcelona had also been gaining the upper hand in the famous El Clásico derby, winning both encounters in that season. These developments signaled the need for Real Madrid to revamp their squad and regain their competitive edge. Upon his return as president, Florentino Perez aimed to restore Real Madrid's luster by revamping the squad. He initiated his new Galacticos policy by making significant signings, which included Kaká from AC Milan, Karim Benzema from Lyon, Xabi Alonso from Liverpool, and the marquee acquisition of Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United. These transfers came with a hefty price tag, totaling 225 million euros, or $240 million, exemplifying Perez's commitment to assembling another star-studded squad. Subsequent additions like Angel Di Maria and Mesut Ozil in 2010, Luka Modric in 2012, Gareth Bale in 2013, breaking the world transfer record again at 100 million euros, Isco and Toni Kroos further reinforced the Spanish side's second Galacticos era. In Florentino Perez's second presidential reign, not all of the high-profile signings met expectations, and Real Madrid struggled to establish domestic dominance. However, this recruitment policy played a pivotal role in Madrid's remarkable success in European football. Between 2013 and 2018, the club clinched 4 Champions League titles in 5 years, a remarkable feat. During this period, there was a noticeable shift in the type of signings, with an emphasis on younger and less established talents rather than marquee names. Cristiano Ronaldo's departure at the end of the 2017-18 season marked a turning point, leading to a change in strategy. Despite modest denials, Eden Hazard was among the latest wave of Galacticos, arriving with a 100 million euro price tag as one of the world's top players. However, injuries hindered his time at the club, preventing him from fulfilling expectations and relegating him to a bit-part role. The Galacticos at Real Madrid were not only renowned for their exceptional football skills, but also for their extravagant lifestyles and significant earnings. These superstar players commanded hefty salaries, often making them some of the highest-paid athletes in the world. Their lifestyles were characterized by luxury cars, designer clothing, lavish homes, and beautiful women, fitting for their superstar status. What made the Galacticos so important was not just their individual talent, but also the aura they brought to the club. Their global recognition and fan appeal boosted Real Madrid's brand and marketability worldwide. Additionally, their on-field contributions were significant, with players like Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario, and Cristiano Ronaldo delivering exceptional performances and mesmerizing goals. However, when assessing the team's success, both financially and in terms of trophies, it's a complex picture. Financially, the Galacticos policy led to increased revenue through merchandise sales, ticket sales, and global partnerships, making Real Madrid one of the wealthiest clubs in the world. The commercial success was undeniable. In terms of trophies, the team's performance was mixed. They did secure La Liga titles and Champions League victories during both Galacticos eras, but there were also periods of relative underachievement given the huge investment. When you can field nearly 2 world-class starting 11s, the expectations are high. The second era in particular saw more consistent success in Europe, culminating in 4 Champions League titles in 5 years. Ultimately, the success of the Galacticos can be seen as both financial prosperity and a mixed bag in terms of trophies. While they undoubtedly enhanced the club's global appeal and revenue, the team's on-field achievements varied over the years, making the assessment of their overall success a nuanced one. So, what do you think? What kind of legacy did the 2 eras leave? Ultimately, were Los Galacticos a success or a failure? Which era did you prefer, Zidane's or Cristiano Ronaldo's? Will Real Madrid ever be able to repeat what they did in the future? You let us know. And if you found this video fun, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more engaging tales of sports, life, and everything in between.